Shalom, 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 shalom. May God bless everyone who is watching me. Wherever you are watching me from, may God touch you and may God increase you. Guys, as you can see, today we are talking about the fake doctrine of the Jehovah's Witness. That's our topic for today, so you don't want to miss it for any reason. If you have any Jehovah's Witness friend, please make sure that you send them this video because the salvation has come to them. Tell the Jehovah's Witness to come and witness Jehovah here. You know what I'm saying? If you read in the book of Leviticus chapter 26, verse 18 to 21, God spoke to Moses and he told Moses that he was going to punish the children of Israel 7 times. Now, in one of my videos, I said that if you calculate the 7 times that God spoke in the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 18 to 21, is going to drop you in 2030. The Jehovah's Witness, they did not agree with. You know, some of them, they called me and they were like, no, Gaspar, what you said was not true in our church. We calculated it and it drops us in 1914. So the Jehovah's Witness, they calculated the same thing and it dropped them in 1914. So according to them, the time was already passed. Now, my question to them is, how is it that the time was already passed and the children of Israel, they are still in the punishment? It's because you guys, you did not calculate it well. So in this video, what we are going to do is that I am going to show you the technique that you used to calculate, and then I'll show you where you missed it, and I'll show you the technique that you should be using to calculate these things. You should not feel bad about yourselves because this is not for the first time that these things happens. It had already happened in the history. If you read in the book of Daniel chapter 9, verse 1 to 3. You know, Daniel was reading the book of Prophet Jeremiah, where God spoke to Prophet Jeremiah that he was going to restore the children of Israel after 70 years. And then when Daniel was reading this book, the 70 years had already passed. So what did Daniel do? You know, he went in prayer, he asked God, and God revealed it to him. So this one just shows you that whenever there is a problem like this, there must be someone who should go and ask God. In the time of Daniel, Daniel did it. I am the Daniel of our time. You feel me? So I'm also doing it. Before I started teaching, please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know, God will bless you for doing that. As I told you that I'm going to show you the technique that you used to calculate. I'll show you where you missed it, and I'll also show you the technique that you should be using to calculate it. So we are going to start. According to the Jehovah's Witness, if you read in the book of Leviticus chapter 26, verse 18 to 24, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 18 to 21, God spoke to Moses and he told Moses that he was going to punish the children of Israel 7 times. So God said that he was going to punish the children of Israel 7 times. Now, the Jehovah's Witness, they got the word time here, and they said that it is a time of the year. Now, we don't know what a type of the year that the Jehovah's Witness they used, because we have 4 types of years. You know, we have which is called the lunar year, we have the calendar year, we have the sun year, and we have the Julian year, or what we call the astronomical year. I'm going to write them here. We have the lunar year, we have the calendar, we have the calendar year, we have the sun year, and then we have the astronomical year, or what we call Julian year. So you see now, The lunar year has a total of 354 days a year. A lunar year has a total of 354 days a year. The calendar year has the total of 360 days a year. 360 days a year. And then the sun year has the total of 365 days a year. 365 days a year. And then the Julian year has the total of 365 and a half day a year. 365 and a half days a year. So now, we don't know the type of a calendar that the Jehovah's Witnesses, they used it to calculate the things, because we have 4 types of years. Now, if you want to understand the type of the year that the Jehovah's Witnesses, they used it to calculate the things, then we need to go in Genesis chapter 7 from verse 11 to verse 24, and in Genesis chapter 8 verse 3 to 4. Genesis chapter 7 verse 11 to 24, and in Genesis chapter 8 verse 3 to 4. If you read that passage, the Bible says this: from the 17th of the second month to the 17th of the 7th month, we added the total of 150 days. So from the 17th of the first month, 17th of the second month. The second month is February. So 17th of February to 17th of the 7th month. So 17th of July. We added the total of 150 days. So we are going to write here 150 days. Now, from February to July, we have the total of 5 months. So we have the total of 5 months. You see? Now, if we want to understand what type of the year that they used, then we need to do the number of the days divided by the number of the month. So we do 150 divided by 5. 150 days divided by 5 months. So is equal to 30 days. So this one just shows you that each month of this 5 month year, each month it added 30 days. So our answer is 30. Now remember, in a year we don't have 5 months. In a year we have 12 months. So what we are going to do is we are going to do 30 times 12. So 30 times 12 is equal to 360 days. So this one just shows you that when we are dealing with the Bible, the type of the calendar that we should use, or the type of the year that we should use, it is the year that carries 360 days a year. So we are using the calendar year. I want you to put this into your mind. Put this into your mind that we are going to use the type of the year that has 360 days a year. I'm going to wrap this and then we are going to continue. Miracle. Oh, the Jesus. Blessing. So we now get to our main chapter, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 18 to 24 to 21. God said to Moses that he was going to punish the children of Israel 7 times. So, according to the Jehovah's Witness, all what we need to do here, we need to get 360 times 7. So 360 times 7 is equal to 2,520 days. You feel me? We have 2,520 days. Now, if you read it in Numbers chapter 14, verse 34, the Bible says this: 1 day is equal to 1 year. So all what we need to do here, we need to convert the 2,520 into years. Now, according to the law in Numbers chapter 14, verse 34, it says that 1 day is equal to 1 year. So what we are going to do is we convert this one into years. So we are going to have 2,520 years. You feel me? We now have 2,520 years instead of 2,520 days. So we now have this one as our answer. 2,520 years. Now we are going to read in Luke chapter 21 verse 24. Luke chapter 21 verse 24. The Bible says this: "And they shall be fall by the edge of the sword, and they shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled." I repeat, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and they shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled." Until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. It simply means that we just all what we need to do, we just need to go and search when did the time of the Gentiles started. The time of the Gentiles started in BC 606. BC 606. So all what we need to do here, from BC 606, we need to add 2,520 years. You feel me? The short, the easiest way to do this is to do, because we have AD and BC. So the easiest way to do this is to do 2,520 minus 606 is equal to 1914. So this is how the Jehovah's Witnesses, they calculated the time that God spoke in Leviticus chapter 26 verse 18 to 21. This is how they calculated it, and this is how they got it to 1914. So you feel me? This is how they got to the 1914. Now, my question is to the Jehovah's Witness. God said that the punishment, because if we read in Luke chapter 21 verse 24, it says that, "And they shall be fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations." It simply means that the punishment that God gave to the Jews, the punishment, it was to lead them into other nations for captivity, to go and work for other nations. So now, if the punishment finished in 1914, why is it that they are still in the punishment? It's because you guys did not calculate it well. You feel me? So the problem here is that who told you to use the time of the year? Because there is no place into the Bible where God is using the time of the year to deal with the children of Israel. The only law that God uses, it is the law of 77, which is written in Daniel chapter 9 verse 24. The only law that God uses to deal with the children of Israel, it is the law of the 77. So if you do 70 times 7 is equal to 490. So God uses the law of 490 years to deal with the children of Israel. So if God said that he was going to punish them 7 times, so all what you need to do is to do 490 years times 7. And then you are going to see where he's going to drop you. You feel me? You are going to see where he's going to drop you. You feel me? So if you don't understand the 77, I have the videos into my YouTube where I am talking about the 77, the 490 years. You are going to understand that. So just go into my YouTube. I have part 1 and part 2. They are very short video. You can just use a short time to watch them and you understand. So may God bless everyone. Please, guys, I beg, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You are the one who can make these things happen. You are the one who can make these things happen. Please, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and God will bless you for doing that. You feel me? Blessing.